Hey, David, do you consider yourself Hispanic? What about Latino? What about an immigrant? Speaking of identity politics, a question about what is my identity. This is like a really, really long thing. Obviously, I'm an immigrant in the sense that I was born in Argentina and I immigrated to the United States. There's this really funny story that I'm reminded of. When I was in middle school, there was an assembly where they announced we are going to be giving awards. My earpiece fell out here. We are going to be giving awards for achievement by Latino students. And all of a sudden they say, David Pakman, please stand up. And I was genuinely confused. And I went home and said to my parents, are we Latino, in Spanish, of course, the language I grew up and still speak at home. Are we Latino? Are we Hispanic? What's the difference? So here's my take on this question. Not that my identity matters, but because it is the question that was asked. I was born in Argentina and I grew up speaking Spanish. So I am clearly of what I call Hispanic culture or Argentinian culture. That's the culture I was raised in. Now, oftentimes there are racial or ethnic questions tied up in these questions. I was born to a Jewish family who moved to Argentina from Eastern Europe, much like many Jews moved to the United States before World War II. So my ethnicity is Ashkenazi Jewish. In the United States, aside from some white nationalists, I guess, typically Ashkenazi Jews are considered white when it comes to their race or ethnicity. Had I been born in the United States, I would clearly be considered white by the definitions of the census to the extent that Jews are considered white. So let's maybe dig in a little more to the like Hispanic Latino thing. One version of Hispanic versus Latino is that Hispanic is everyone from Spanish speaking countries in South and Latin America, and that includes Spain and Europe as well. While Latino is all countries that are physically in South and Central America, but not Spain, which is in Europe. And it's more complex because you have places like Haiti and Martinique and Saint Martin. They're sort of not Latino. They're not really Hispanic by any of these definitions. And so it starts to get a little bit complicated. And then Brazil, as a Portuguese speaking South American country, also sometimes is complex. I actually think that that's basically a distraction for us. I'm definitely a Hispanic immigrant to the US from Latin America. I am definitely ethnically Jewish, and I pass as white in the United States because I'm ethnically Jewish, and I learned English at a young enough age so that I don't have an accent other than some specific words that slip out every once in a while. I tend not to use the term Latino because it does feel a little bit tainted in the context of the immigration debate. But at the same time, I feel like Hispanic is very imprecise because you might be talking about a Guatemalan immigrant or a family of multi-generational wealth in Spain. And politically, it's not just class in terms of money. Politically, those are very, very different things. And the idea that Hispanic encompasses all of it, okay, it just seems extraordinarily broad and imprecise. Anyway, people have often seen me sort of mess with my own identity when guests try to use my perceived identity against me in some way. And I sometimes have joked with my girlfriend, I'm not white, but the truth is I'm Hispanic by culture. I'm ethnically Jewish, which is white in the United States for all intents and purposes. So I would say, yes, I am Hispanic. I guess I am Latino if I have to use that phrase, that term, although I try not to use it because I feel like it is stigmatized in the immigration debate. And I am definitely an immigrant. My passport will confirm that. We've got a great bonus show planned for you today. Please become a member at davidpakman.com/membership. And also, I am now streaming on Twitch, behind the scenes, more casual streams with a lot of audience participation. Follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/davidpakman. And please, if you have Amazon Prime, for free, you can subscribe to my channel with Twitch Prime. It costs you nothing, but it's a paid subscription for us, okay? Just Google how to subscribe to Twitch Prime, and it'll take you, it should be like a minute, and that is a really, really great thing for us. Speak to you on the bonus show in just a couple of minutes.